My name's Nev. This video follows from the last, which was about cloning a client to another GitHub repository. I am looking at the document that you can open from the bottom of this video. It's just a Word document. I'm looking at it in the web view. As a teacher, by the way, there's the video for the previous thing. You just go and click on any of those links to catch up on anything you missed. I work in a government school. The computers in that government schools in New South Wales can be a bit dodgy when you're hooking up OneDrive. Don't sit and wait for this thing to change. Go straight into the settings and update that. Update the settings with your email address, and then you're on your way. Once you've done that, set up an empty folder for portfolio. As I've done the main one, my empty folder is called Portfolio Demo, and it's sitting there waiting. We're then going to, if you haven't downloaded Dreamweaver, do so. For department students, it is, the images don't come out when you are scrolling like that. The important thing is when you get to this login screen, make sure you use company or school account. You'll be going into the department login site and then just follow the prompts. Okay, you load your Dreamweaver. Eventually it says it's loaded and we are in business. Okay, open your Dreamweaver. Then you'd have to download the Git Client. There is the link there. Follow all the defaults. There are plenty of windows, and then open Dreamweaver. So we're at that site now. I have got my Dreamweaver open. When you open your Dreamweaver, you may or may not be able to see your properties window. So make sure that you've got a tick beside properties and you've got a tick beside Git. I can double click and close those down. If your properties window or your Git window is floating around in space like this, then I like it down the bottom, so just move it down till you get that blue line and it's docked. We're ready to go. We'll go back to our document and it says new sites. Now this is essential. Every computer that you go to, you are going to have to set up the site. So I'm going to set up a new site. I'm going to call it portfolio. Whoops. I'm going to just say this is Surface. Every machine that I use, I can have a different name. I can have spaces in this name. It does not have to be a kind of a no space name. I'm going to navigate to my folder. I'm going to go to my Git folder. Yes, Git. I've got quite a bit in here. So I want Portfolio Demo. There we go. It's empty. And we select the folder. It's got to be empty. Because it's empty and it's got no .git folder, that box should be tickable. If it's grayed out, there are some problems. You have to delete the .git. I would say start again if it's grayed out. Okay. We need to clone an existing site. Now, my existing site is here. It is the site that we looked at in the first video. And you have, that's the template site. And then in the first video, we cloned it to another site. Now you would normally clone it to your site. I've cloned it again to Blackwattle so that my Dreamweaver works for both. But I've cloned it to a demo site. So I'm going to copy that and I'm going to put it into Dreamweaver. So your address here will be different. Your login is bwattle. Whoops. And hang on. bwattle. And I want to save those credentials and test. Now, although this test is not working for me, it does work. I'm not sure why that's not working, but for you, when you do that test, so I've just gone through several steps. We've navigated. We have navigated to the empty folder. If you haven't loaded your Git client, you will get that message. We have done this. If you do test, you will get that message there. Okay, I'm going to continue on. You may have to close and reopen. Let's just do that so that you know how to do that and you understand this window. I'm going to close that. And it's actually done the import for me now, and I can see the folder here. It's not quite finished. I'll go in and do it again. If I go back to my portfolio demo, it's put the files into the demo. So it's done the import. It has not linked it to the repository properly. So I'm going to go here to Site, Manage Sites. The one that I just did is at the top here. The reason I called it, students are likely to use several machines. We've got library machines, classroom machines, plus their own machines. So I'm going to double click, although I could use the pencil there. I'll use that. Okay, everything is organized here now. As I do save, done, we should be able to see the files. There they are. Okay, we could have seen the files the first time. All right, I'm going to open the index file. We're going to make some changes and we are going to commit them to GitHub. So here's my index file. By the way, if yours is not split, you may find your split is horizontal, or you have no split at all, then you can go View Split and split vertically. I prefer it vertical. All right, let's go have a look at our Git file, and we have got nothing to commit. That's because nothing has been changed. Let's scroll this down, and you will see that that is pointing to portfolio, not to portfolio demo. Okay, I need to go to my portfolio demo site to just get the link. Here's my demo site. I updated the link in the previous video, and that's it there. Copy. So I'm coming back here. I am going to update this. You can see that anything that I do on the left is highlighted over on the right here, and it shows, in fact, I'm going to update the link here, and that updates the link. I'm now going to look at my properties. By the way, if I wanted to see my properties, I could look, I could open here and open the properties. But now the properties is open. I've got a bit of a problem, yes, because that is changed, but the actual link is not working. So I need to paste the link in here. As I go over here to the target, you'll see that the link is updated. It's now got demo in there, and it's got demo here. So that's the actual link, and this is the text that you see on the screen. I'm going to say, let's open that in a new window, so in a blank target, and let's complete, and now so the minute I come out of there, should have target up here, maybe not yet, but let me say this, let's do a rollover, which is the title, and let's call it hosted link, hosted site, or link to, well, that's good enough. So when we roll over, we should see that hosted site. Now, if I come back here, yeah, there's the title, which is hosted site, and here's the target, which is blank. So the code is being done for us. It's really quite good. This is an advantage over Visual Studio. I find I often come back into Dreamweaver just for some of these features. Okay, we've got that done. You obviously want to have your email. I think I'm going to wipe that altogether. I'm going to wipe all that, delete. This is no longer a template. This is going to be the home page. And this is under construction. Something like that. We're just making some changes here. All right. So we've got several changes here noted. Now, at the moment, this Git panel is still saying that it's blank. But if I save, Ctrl+S, just to show you there, save. Where's my save? Well, file, save, Ctrl+S. So all the time I'll be doing Ctrl+S, Ctrl+S. Oh, I have to do it from here now. Save. Okay, the minute we save, we see that down here, there has been some modifications to the index file. We'll click the status, and we have now staged it, and we commit those staged files. I'm going to commit them locally. I need to write a commit text. So I usually write the file that I've just changed, and we've done text link and text changes. All right. So we say OK. And now it's saying, okay, we have got one file which needs to be pushed to the main repository. Let's go. Let's just push that file. And because we saved our password before, it's already in here. We're going to leave these as a default push and go. You'll see a rolling screen where the files are being checked and going up, and it's done. If we go to our repository, let's go back to the actual repository, and we see that there is, have I gone to the right repository? There is no commit here. Oh, I need to refresh. Let's refresh, and here it is. We have just updated a few minutes ago the link and text changes. We can see the changes there. By the way, you can either have a unified view there, or you can have a split view there. Please yourself. Okay, let's just check our notes, see what we've done. I think I've gone a little bit ahead. We can see all our files here. If we want to, we can open several files at the same time, and they are in different tabs up here. Okay. And it's really important that if you go to a different machine, you set up a new site and you see your files there. Essential. Well, I haven't talked about standard and developer views. Let's have a quick look at that. A lot of videos you see on YouTube, the writers are running in developer view. Personally, I prefer the standard view. So this video is run in standard. Okay. We've done our split. We've opened several files. You can go down this. We have opened our windows, our Git windows. Sometimes you get a problem with that Git window. I've detailed that at the bottom of the document. We have done our commit. We have not dealt with errors. Let's come down and have a look at GitHub. Now, this is showing, I'm on file 2. Let's go back to index, which, right, this particular file has got the errors fixed. In the demo, if you have just imported it, it has a red symbol there. It has a red line number here. You can see a screenshot of the error. I'll show it to you here. Okay, that red cross. You go to the red line number, you roll over that, and you see the error, and you fix it, and then you will see that that's all gone green. So somehow that must have been fixed. Right, we've saved. We have viewing in design or live view. Default when you open up is live view. You can't change your text in here in live view, so you will probably need to go to design view. So I did that out of order. Okay, then you can make changes here. Okay, apologies for doing that out of order. Okay, then we make our changes, we commit, and we are, I think, done. We better go back and see if we can see our changes. Okay, let's go back and look at that portfolio demo, and our changes have not gone up. All right, let's just have a quick look. Sometimes does take a little while. They have gone up. So that was, the changes was reading the page from the cache. It wasn't until I refreshed that it got the new page through. Okay, I just want to show you one more thing. If, for example, you have there's something wrong with your remote, you can update your remote here, and you can certainly save your credentials. I'm just going to test that once more, and that time now it's working. So all right, that's how you can adjust your settings to the remote repository. Let's just check the last bit here. We can also run our file locally. Personally, I run my file locally to do my check. I would always be in GitHub. I would be saying Ctrl+S if I've made a change, Alt+Tab, and F5 is my standard routine. And I'll do that most of the time before I do the commit. And that's it. I'm going to update the links there to the videos which follow this. Thanks for watching.